Hey guys, this is Reggie Pegues coming to you from the NYC. This is part 3 of You Are Worthy series that we're doing today. And today we're going to talk about commitment. Okay? We're going to talk about commitment. So this started off as a YouTube video. We're moving it over here to Facebook Live. I want to thank my followers on YouTube as we transition over here to Facebook Live. As you come on, do me a favor, just type where you're viewing this live from at this particular time of day. I'll be sure to shout you out as you come on each and every day. So I want you guys to get ready because we want to talk about commitment today. We want to talk about what it is to be commitment. What is commitment actually? Commitment, as you can see, is something that you give 100% of yourself to. Commitment is something that there's no question about it. You are absolutely dedicated to this, and this is what you're going to do. You may be committed to your career. You may be committed to your family. You may be committed to your husband or your wife, committed to your children. You might be committed to your private efforts, different voluntary things that you may do, that you may be committed to an assortment of things. But the root of being committed is that it's at the core. At the core of it, it's something that you are doing and giving 100% of yourself to. So what are you actually committed to? Generally, in most things that we are committed to in our lives are things that we may take for granted. As much as you might complain about going to work, you're committed to your job. How do we know this? You get up and you go each and every day, regardless of how you may feel, how much you may not dislike it, but you're committed to doing that. You're committed to providing an income for your family. You're committed to doing what it takes to make sure others around you are secure. But conversely, we're also committed to doing things that are not good for us. We're committed to things like being in a relationship that may be toxic, but we lack the courage to make a change. Or we're committed to not taking care of our health. Or we're committed to watching every episode of our favorite TV show. So commitment can go both ways, but we need to replace the negative commitments that we have with the positive. And how do we do that? It's easy pretty much to identify what we should be doing, what we should be doing in terms of good, positive commitments for our lives. But we need to understand what commitment is not. Commitment is not, as the title says, 99% is an itch, 100% is a breeze. If you go and do something 99.9%, okay, that's going to be much more of a struggle than if you just committed yourself, put yourself into whatever it is, whatever endeavor it was, a 100% and gave it everything that you got. So when we do something 99.9%, we're not fully committed. Hey, Immaculata, thank you for joining. That looks like Lysandra. Type in the comments. Let me know where you're viewing this live from. You know, I want to shout out your city, let everybody know where you're from. So just type in the comments for me right now. Let me know where you're viewing this live from right now. But when we talk about commitment, we want to talk about giving our all. We want to talk about giving our very best. A lot of times when we're in relationships, and I know, and I experienced this myself. You know, I've been in a few relationships that I can look back on, and I realized I wasn't 100% committed. I didn't give it everything I could or should have. I wasn't my very best. There were jobs that I had where I wasn't completely committed. And this is the trap that many of us fall into. We work a job just hard enough so they don't fire us, and they just pay us enough so we don't quit. But like when you find something that you're passionate about, be it your children, your church, your voluntary work, coaching, mentoring, when you're passionate about it and you give 100%, the results are exponentially different. So we have to understand and be clear that commitment is giving 100% of ourselves to something. And we do it with such tenacity and such heart that we are 100% committed to what we're doing. Hey, Sister Marilyn Jones, how you doing? Glad that you can join. So we're talking about commitment today, sister. And what it is that we need to be committed, but often we need to understand some of the things that we may be committed to are the actual things that are holding us back. We allow ourselves to be committed to things that prevent us from our greatness, that prevent us from moving forward. Now, if anybody's getting any value of this, do me a favor, type #1. If you can connect to what I'm saying, just type #1 in the comments. But we can also see that what we're committed to, when we give our all, we can do. There's nothing that will stop us. There are things that we will do, and we will do them without any exception. So we have to apply, when we're committed to something, we have to apply what's also called the no exception rule. We want to have no exceptions. I'm committed to leaving an inheritance to my children's children's children. I'm committed to making a difference and leaving a mark on this generation. I'm committed to having better health habits than my parents possibly had. I'm committed to helping to change the world one person at a time. I'm committed to sharing my story about my health journey with others to help them turn their journey around. So I'm committed. And the thing about being committed, I have a no exception rule. Today, I work out every day, at least 1 hour a day, because I figure out of 24 hours, I deserve to at least take 1 hour out the day for my personal health. Do I always feel like doing it? No. Some days are harder than others. But I'm committed to the outcome because I know, and I have many, many clients. I recently lost a sister to diabetic complications. My mother had diabetes and she passed away with cancer. So I'm committed to do everything I can not to follow that particular road. But it takes commitment. And a no exception rule is this: doing it when you don't feel like doing it. That's commitment. Most people, when they first, like the New Year's is coming up, and you know this for yourself, I know I've experienced this as well. We make all these grand plans. I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do that. And the moment that we face a challenge, or the moment that it becomes hard, or it becomes something that that is that's a challenge. That's something that challenges us. The first thing that we do is quit. So why do we quit? Because we're not committed. I want you to understand something. Your brain is designed. Our brains are designed to protect us. But oftentimes, what our brain tells us to do, or would have us to do, is not the best thing for us to do. As I've said in other videos, the thing that is good for us, the enemy would have us believe that it's bad. And the things that are bad for us, the enemy will have us to believe it's good. We all know that we shouldn't smoke cigarettes. But how many people do you know, or maybe someone that's on here viewing this live now, or going to watch the rebroadcast, how many of us smoke? I used to be a smoker. Till I realized the negative impact I was having on my daughter, which was it would bring on her asthma. So I had to make a change. I had to be committed to stop smoking. I was 275 pounds 3 years ago. And I was pre-diagnosed with diabetes, high blood pressure, and I had to be committed to make a change in my life so I could be around for my daughter. So everyone here, I want you guys to be committed. I want you guys to make a promise to yourself. Hey, my cousin Stephanie Pegues, how you doing? Hi, Sharon Nisbet. You guys are going to have to join. I'm wrapping up, but you guys can go back and watch the rebroadcast to see. But today we're talking about commitment, okay? Commitment takes 100%. When we're 99.9%, that's not commitment. Commitment is throwing yourself into it. Commitment is having a no exception rule, that no matter what it is, no matter how we feel, we're going to do it. I have daily rituals every day that I go through each and every day. That I have to be honest with you, I had to change my mindset and change my level of commitment. I was terrible. Most people don't write down anything. But you don't know, most people fail to realize that the average thought that we have in our brain lasts in our frontal lobe about 40 seconds. So if you don't write it down, it's lost. Now I'm committed. I have my notepads. You know, I'm in my power spot today, and I'm using my computer to shoot these lives today. But if you can see my room, I have my whiteboard with my affirmations. On my bureau, I have index cards with affirmations. My wall is full of affirmations. My immediate library is right here to my left. But it takes commitment for me, because I wasn't a person who enjoyed reading every day. But now I've always understood the importance of it. So now I'm committed to reading 1 hour a day. I'm committed to learning something new every day. I'm committed to change. I realize that the person that I am now is not enough to be the person that I want to be, to obtain the things that I want to have. Be, do, have. We all have to be committed to being who we need to be, to do the things that we want to do, so we can have the things that we want to have. But it takes commitment. It takes commitment, okay? So we want to understand no exceptions, regardless of how you feel. If you know that you conquered, like in my example, if you conquered the habit of smoking, you have to be committed to make some changes. You might have to definitely do some things that will make you uncomfortable. You might have to change some associations. You may have to change some relationships. When I was younger, I had, I had challenges in my life. There were things that I would do that were not good for me. And I realized that no matter how much I cared about those people, that if they continued in those habits that weren't good for me, and I wasn't strong in that environment to resist those temptations, I had to make a hard decision, and I had to separate myself from those people. You have to understand, when you want to make change in your life, you're going to have to do something uncomfortable. And that takes commitment. So I want you guys to understand, everybody under the sound of my voice, you are worthy. You are worthy. This is part 3 of the You Are Worthy series that I'm doing. I want you guys to hit the notification button here, so you know when I'm coming on, so you can get more of this great content each and every day. Go over to my YouTube channel, Hollis, Hollis 205. Subscribe to my channel there, so in case you miss this or you don't catch it on my wall, you can go to my YouTube channel and you can catch these videos when I upload them. Also, like and share this video with your friends. This is a very important message. I'm committed, okay? I'm committed to changing the world health-wise, mentally wise, physically wise, spiritually wise, one person at a time. And today I'm starting with you. So I want you guys to like, share this video with your friends. Leave a comment in the comment section for me. Go over to my YouTube channel and hit Hollis 205. And I want you guys to know you're worthy. You are more than worthy. If you got up today, God has a plan for you. He has a purpose for you. But we have to work each and every day to be committed to doing what's right and what's good for us each and every day. So on that note, I want to thank you. May God continue to bless you. I'll talk to you tomorrow.